just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
A gain of 15.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, come on, switch it. Sit.
Play action. Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some.
Come on, my guy. What's up? What you confused about? Not waiting on you.
Coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean, but in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. It's brought in by Dodson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Redskins.
I'm very sorry. Damn, speaking of sorry, I can't believe I didn't clear that up. That's cool.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I was sleeping. That's my fault.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go play action. Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and Foster loses the football. It's out, and the return will stop right around the 25. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Let's go now. Stop your body.
Completes it right side to Dodson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doctson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Spins away. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Taylor, stop. What are you doing, baby?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run with a duel, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off the play fake, Cousins. Whipping one into Allen, that's complete. He's by himself, Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Vikings. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over.
Michaela, why you don't listen?
This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Stupid nigga. Stupid nigga. Right back in it. Stupid nigga. I'm fucking shit, nigga. I'm out here.
It's a touchdown.
I love when niggas like
pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Michaela, leave the stuff up. Yeah, let me talk one more time.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, listen.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
Come on, baby.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On second down, here's Haskins.
Oh my God! Come on,
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Reading this shit.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Nigga, I got a camera.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third down, here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
We got this. First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry.
Who said I got the best route?
35.
I agree. Oh my God, that shit I just did was awesome. Oh my God.
Travis Benjamin, 83 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey now for the extra point.
I'm going to wait today, Deckers. We played late last night. Sleepy.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
You wasn't high and sleepy, motherfucker.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
We're going to see. We're going to play 2 games today, and I'm going to
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
That part, nigga.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
That part. Good.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Again, nigga, stop playing with me, bro. My use is on point, nigga. Stop fucking playing me. Another pick 6 with the same nigga.
It's a touchdown.
Broadcast up, man. Tell this nigga stop playing. I was just losing 14-0, nigga. It's 28-14,
linebackers can actually get lost
Fuck
from sight
here,
by the
bro.
quarterback.
Well, they're usually not
Why
the
this nigga
tallest
keep trying
guys.
me, bro?
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide
They're not
down in there,
coming
kind of
to
get a
me,
little bit
bro.
lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there.
Yo, this nigga don't know what to do with me right now. What you pausing the game for? Nigga was just up 14-0. It was 28-14 now. Nigga named the movie in DMV League. Mind you, I got rid of mad pieces too on this team too. I don't got fucking what up? The Bills in what league? Oh, Ice Trade? Yeah, I thought you was in here. You not in here? We just want to switch teams? Yeah, if you fuck the team, man, you better.
Kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
If we was here from day one, stick with the team, baby.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Dotson with a grab over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On the draw, this is Love. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Love. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
And the Redskin first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Haskins to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. And check 24. Check 24.
On 3rd down, Haskins.
Oh,
that's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And
this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throw left side complete. It's Love.
Keep playing with me. You know what's
They'll
up,
give
bro.
him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Keep fucking playing with me.
54.
second down. Haskins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On the ground, Geis, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score.
This nigga ran right. Yo, look at this shit. The nigga just... Look at my player. Look what he did. He had him dead to right. Wow. I had a nigga dead to right. That's because you was raised by wolves, nigga.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point.
That nigga was raised by wolves, nigga. He was shitting pitching outside.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Okay. Nigga, I was walking at 7-8 months, so you sound stupid, nigga. Everything I did was early, nigga. Everything I did was early, nigga.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, receiver.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
That's all you do.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. sees that the ball's moved to the middle, and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Here's Cousins.
Wow.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. On the run, Abdullah. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a first and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up first and 10. On first down, here's Love. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Love again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Right now to be smart, young man. Advising you to be smart, young man. Huh? You said I did a comeback?
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Yeah.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
From nowhere. I did this shit myself.
And this one is right down the middle.
Right, it's the way you
high
line them
fives
up.
for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
I'm stopping that shit. I'm trying. In the middle, you said? He got the middle open more than the outside. I got the outside. Every time he go outside, he's on the going for
the Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Yeah.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Nah.
This is Gordon as they go to him again.
Come on, man.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Bro.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Come on. That's the shit I go through. Huh?
Out there ready for this next drive,
Yeah,
the Redskins offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of
It's
them
the way
wanted to end with a
Cousins
PAT,
do,
right?
Look at that
In this
big-ass
case, a
gap
field
between
goal,
him
they'll
and
take
that
it.
damn safety.
Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They go play action with Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
No, not really, because I still was guarding my man. It's that there was nobody on that side. Oh, here we go. Come on, bro. We ain't had this shit going on all game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
What's up, McKenna? Let me go back to it one more time. Thank you. Okay, the move.
Here we go, the first carry for the former Viking Peterson. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Now I got him while I won him.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
No, not from here.
Here we go. 54 miles.
Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw.
Wow, they made me miss that just now.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is a duel. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Madison. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Going to run with Madison again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
How's this nigga picking and the time's still going down, bro? I'm on offense.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Yo, Deku, 15 seconds left. I'm on the 6-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw.
Wow, this nigga can't throw. Yo, what you think? I should just go for the win, or should I just tie it up and go OT?
Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to do my favorite play. Hold on. I'm going to do it right there. Ah, come on. Fuck it. Yo, if this shit work, we definitely a coach, baby. In my eyes, you heard?
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. One last shot now for Cousins. His pass caught at the 4.
Cousins fucking
He will be brought down well shy of the goal line.
How do you fucking throw the ball like that?
As they get the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement.
No, I
after the break.
didn't. He threw it low that time, bro.
Yeah,
this time he even overthrew it. He underthrew it, bro.
They did score
made my
in the
dude come
quarter.
down to get the ball. I just had the touchdown, bro.
That would be their last points of the game.
No,
oh my
what a
God,
second
I'm
half.
so
The
tight.
adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right.
my
Whether it was
God,
an
I'm
adjustment,
so
whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So
Oh
for
my God, I
Washington,
scored
a loss
28
would have
and
really
couldn't
hurt
score
as it
again after that,
stands.
bro.
They finished the
That's some
first half
bullshit.
at 3-5. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
Yo, first
we'll
of all, I
catch you
got
next
down
time
to like
right here.
the
It's
2
the
yard.
NFL
No, I'm lying.
on EA
Oh, the
Sports.
I'm lying. No way I'd have got to the 2 and not scored. Who you talking to? Ah, Kirk, you was supposed to fucking had a game winner right there, bro. This is BS. I need all my rivals to lose. Fuck, that was my win, man. Yo, how you go from sounding like a little nigga to now your breath stinking, you're a grown ass man? What's up? How you do that? So when you far away, you sound like some little nigga? That nigga sound like how he looked from far away.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
What you talking about? I played some nigga named The Movie, man. I wasn't supposed to lose that. I just had it, I was at the 6-yard line at the end just now. On 4th down, I could have had the touchdown. Fucked it up. I could have tied the game up to go to OT though. But I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go for the win. Real gambling coach shit. So good though. Like I was losing by that nigga 14-0 came. What I did? Scored 28 unanswered. And he scored 17 unanswered right now. Yeah, I'm not stressing it. I'm not stressing. It's still early, nigga. It's only week 8. I'm 4-4. So at the end of the day, I fuck around winning all the rest of my games. I'll be in playoffs anyway.
Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself.
Nigga never in that motherfucker, huh?
They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray. Make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight.
Oh, who whooped on my son, Hamed today? Some nigga named JD8?
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.